All right. Shalom, Yashala. Call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Waharakak Wadash Barakathum. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akion pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Aquat that they're listening. What I like to go into is just, you know, about how as men, we're to lead. And, you know, we're in a society where, of course, things shall, surely be turned upside down to where, the women are damn near leading, man. Dudes always, like the term grow a pair. Like, bro, stand up and be a man. Jay got to get permission from their wives. I get the whole the marriage spiel of course, you want your wife to, to be in the loop of things. You just don't want to, just out here completely just, just because, let's say this, just because, but the man does lead, and that is the natural order. So make no mistake or twist anything I'm about to say, but you know, you really have to be about, walk it like you talk it, I'll say. Because the man is to lead. There is no exception unless, of course, if the man, ends up dying or, going back to the spirit world, we get it. The woman, she has to do what she has to do from that point. But while that man is present, the man is to lead. Okay. So as I was going to say, making my point prior to that is just, when you're leading, you got to lead correctly, and the scriptures tell you how to lead correctly, you know. So don't, because you will have certain Jake out there who'll take, complete advantage because, we know we're supposed to lead, but you just don't do any type of BS and expect your woman to be behind it, Now dragging her down, but that's why we're in the condition that we're in, man, because order was not executed as it should have been. The blueprint was already laid out, but this was also according to prophecy. So that's my whole context of this lesson is just, we're supposed to lead, man, and not being on some baby boy type of mentality and just on some like men who don't have a pair, bro. That's not the way. And I'll back that up through these scriptures, okay? This is Genesis chapter 3. Where would I like to start? Verse 13. And Yahweh, the Most High, said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. Because, prior to that, what? It was in the garden, right? And, Eve had understood, verse 2. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. Verse 3. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. Okay. But what did the serpent do? I'll jump back down to verse 13. And Yahweh, the Most High, our power, said unto the woman, what is that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. Oh, what's that beguiled? Deceived, man. Okay, the devil, Diablo, man. Okay, deceived her. Okay, you had this tree that was particularly in the middle, and that tree is a representation of the fruit of that tree is the representation of good and evil. We were only to know good, but of course, like I say, it's according to prophecy. So it was definitely imminent, for it to happen, But it's according to prophecy. Okay, I'll continue reading verse 14. And Yahweh our power said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and the dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. Okay, and that serpent is talking about a man. Who is that man? That man we know today, the so-called white man, is talking about Esau, man. That's who it's talking about. A serpent is a description of one's of one's spirit is craftiness, man. Okay, his spiritual DNA. Okay, it's in his DNA. It's not talking about an actual snake too. So I want to make that very clear. Okay, because you know, he was because it clearly states here. Let me read that again. And Yahweh our power said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. Okay. So let's not forget, hey, you know, this affected the way of living, man. This was huge. You know, this ain't no fairy tale. So this was huge. So this affected a huge portion of how we as men live. Okay, the serpent being Esau, and Adam being who? A representation of Yasharallah. Okay, of course we weren't Yasharallah at the time, but you get the gist of it. This is verse 15, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Okay, and that's talking about Jake, Jake and Eve, man. Okay, about enmity between thy seeds, man. Okay, that's what it's talking about. So we understand, man, that just through the spirit that that everything has order, man, and if anything's out of order, brings chaos, man. Okay, so that's why we're under the curses. Okay, we didn't adhere to the commands, of the Most High, starting with Adam. Okay, I'll continue reading. Verse 16, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. And thy desire shall be to thy husband is a woman would like to be in control, but we were through the order and the command of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua to rule over our women, man. Okay, to lead, to be the heads. Okay, now we're in a time that now women women feel that they're the leaders, which that this world would like it to be, the Western world, but even it has its moments like, hey, these women ain't fit to lead. They weren't made to lead. She was simply what? Beguiled by the serpent, man. Okay. And just to further prove this, man, when things get tense, just in everyday life, women don't run to other women. No, they run to a man for security, for that provision, man, that a lot of these women are proclaiming that they need now. Provision, provide, and protect, blase, which that's when you do get a wife, that's what you're supposed to do. But the point of this lesson is more so men, get the hell out of the back seat, man. I just witnessed that a lot, in the last couple of years. Just like, damn, like, bro, is your woman gonna do all the talking, or like, what are we doing here? A lot of men adhere to their women these days, and it's nothing but a recipe for disaster, man. Like it was a recipe for disaster right here. I'll reread verse 16 again. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. Okay, those birth pains. okay, that these women go through. They got to get uh, the needle. I'm not sure. I know. I know when it comes to medicine, things change quite a bit. The word is right. Uh, is right at the tip of my. I believe a epidural. Yeah, it's like an anesthesia. For women, if I'm not mistaken, when they're giving birth. You know, so that's a curse. That's a curse. I'll continue reading. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Verse 17. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it, cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Okay? So we're eating, we should actually be enjoying life more so, like eating, just eating off the land. But now what? We're dealing with terrible with with ter- with terrible foods and all other things that don't benefit Jake, man. You know, now we have to labor. Now we have to labor for something that was made for us to enjoy, you know, in simpler terms. Okay. Verse 18. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. Okay, so by Adam adhering to his wife and listening, things didn't work out. It was only more you know not more, but it was chaos added to the scene, which necessarily didn't need to be added, right? Because the thing is with this tree that was in the midst, in the middle, something that stood out. It was what? A tree of knowledge of evil and good. And we were only supposed to rock with the good, man. Okay. Because how does that relate to today? Well, you have feminism. Okay. You have you have this woman's empowerment. They have it, they have it in different wordings and particular terms to say it's one thing, but we really know what it is. Okay. Things have gone so low as to you got the slut walk, you got women freezing their eggs, you had the whole independent movement, um the independent woman movement, uh the whole women's liberation thing, and now a lot of women are coming forth saying they fell for the okie doke, man. They fell for the hook, line, and sinker, man. So you have a lot of women complaining now, like, look, they bought into the ideologies of what the serpent was propagating and proposing to Eve, man. All the way, all the way back in the beginning of time, man. And now look at the nation, man. Now look at the whole world, man. So that deed and that act of Eve changed how things were how things were going to be positioned in life, man. How just how your daily operations are. Something is usually molded from an experience, a lesson, or incident, right? And that's how life has pretty much been molded after that terrible that terrible mistake, that Eve made. Hey, that Eve made by even dealing with another man's wife, and then also by Adam adhering to Eve. Okay, I'll continue reading. Verse 19, in the sweat of thy face thou shalt, Salakia. Verse 19, in the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread till thou return unto the ground, for out of it wast thou taken, for the dust thou art, and unto the dust shalt thou return. So we, we're gonna be, this is all a part of prophecy, but it further proves that, hey, when you don't adhere to the Most High and you try to come up another way, it's not gonna be good for you, man. At all, man. Okay. So there's no other options than the Most High, and you pick the other option, just more curses and more judgment to come, man. But we understand prophecy, and we're almost out of here. So and just looking back at verse 17, I'm gonna jump to some more scripture. But it says, "In sorrow shalt thou eat of all the days of thy life." It's been hell since, man. I believe I want Salakia. Second Ezra chapter 7, verse 48. Bear with me, Baba Kushah. This is Second Ezra chapter 7, verse 48. O thou Adam, what hast thou done? For it was thou that sinned. Thou art not fallen alone, but we all that come of thee. So we all suffered from that, man. So when Eve did that, for one, when the serpent, which we know is Eve through the spirit, had proposed that to Eve, okay, sitting with another man's wife, Eve adhering to that, and then asking Adam to do it, and Adam not rebuking her, he adhered to her word, now we through, and it's really just as simple as that. So that shaped how daily operations in the Western world, Eastern, Southern, Northern, however you wanna word it, but that shaped society, man. That act alone shaped society. Okay, if you could bear me, Akian Babu Shah. I believe the next one I wanted was let me see. I believe let me see. Bear me, Babu Shah. Akian, let me see. I'm looking for a particular scripture. Bear with me. Thought I was there. I probably am there. Salakia. It's the chapter over. No, I wasn't tripping. Okay. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Okay, so for you guys who like to adhere, especially if you're in the truth, man, brothers, hey, can't, we're not here to, tell brothers how to rule their household, but hey, man, your woman can't save you, you know. That's Yahweh Shah saves, man. Yahweh Shah delivers, man. And once again, I speak on this so passionately because I see this in a daily in a in a daily setting. Just it could be a coworker, man. Well, I gotta check with my wife. Now they may use it as an excuse. Hey, like, all right, bro, just say let your yay be yay and nay be nay. But oh, I gotta talk to my wife. Just like, bro, who's you know. So the beautiful thing from this from these experiences that I see is my boss. He was like, man, he understands. He's a Jake, from the islands, along with another Jake. They're from Nigeria, and the Eve, who's from Nigeria. She understands. Hey, the woman is to help me. The woman is to adhere to the man. The man is the leader. You know, let me ask my wife. I got to talk to baby. You know what I'm saying? And we know how that clearly goes. Like, bro, your wife wears the pants, man. You know, and we're in a time, bro, that is being being made very evident that all that ideology, indoctrination has been pushed on our women. Now they're regretting it. Now they're coming out with movements such as soft life. Now women are talking about, because a lot of the men been pushing the vibration. Hey, traditional woman, which you should want, but at the same time, definitely be a traditional man. But as you can see now more and more women are talking about the soft life movement. Oh, I want a traditional man, this and that. But we're not gonna get into tradition until the kingdom is brought forth, man. Until Yahushua HaMashiach returns and this place is destroyed and we're back into our fullness, man. That's the only way a traditional marriage is truly going to operate. Okay, and a traditional woman and a traditional man. And those traditional men are going to start off by Yahushua HaMashiach and the 144 governing body, man, the elect. That's how the traditional man is going to start off. And then the traditional woman is going to fall in line, man. Ain't going to be no, let me check with baby girl in the kingdom. I got to check with wifey. Happy spouse, happy house, happy wife, happy life. Bro, your wife can't save you, man. So remember that, Akiam, and you, a particular Akwath who's out there listening. Definitely, we're coming into a time that more and more people are going to have to shut the hell up, especially you women. And then you Negroes who don't know what the hell you're talking about. If you're scared to lead, move out the way. That's why the Lord set up men of the elect, men of the Lord. So that's the premise of this lesson is your wife can't save you. Okay. If anything, she gonna get you destroyed. But that's all I had on this. Abaratazah, this was edifying for the body. Once again, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Waharakakwadash Barakathum. Once again, I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akion pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Akwath out there listening. Shalom.